Nigerians are making better music than Ghanaians. Mensa reviews. Nigerians are making better music than Ghanaians.
Definitely, Nigerians are making better music than Ghanaians. I have to say this. I mean, you can come and if you don't like it, go and hug an electric pool. They are definitely making better quality music because they're investing more money, more time.
24 grand salute to you, my cherished viewers, right here on TJ Studios. I am TJ. I am the commander-in-chief. I am the kingpin of this channel. Well, let's do today's exclusive. What do we have for you today? You know the usual. Kindly subscribe to this channel if this is your first time of logging on or tuning into this podcast. And also don't forget to share your thoughts with us in the comment section. As well, do well to hit the notification button. It's going to enable you to get notified whenever I post any new video. What is actually on the bill today on today's editorial? Well, Mensa, who is also, one musician in Ghana who made waves in the past with some cool bangers of his songs, has added his voice to the Ghana Nigerian, music space. And this is what he said. Nigerians are making better music than Ghanaians. Mensa reviews. Nigerians are making better music than Ghanaians. All right. So I have a video to that effect and a daily to share with you as well. All right. So read a mail in connection with what Mensa said in relation to, this particular assertion that Nigerians are making better music than Ghanaians or than Ghana. And then we'll also watch a video of what Mensa said as well on today's editorial. Like I've been doing, before we zoom straight to action, let's go for this quick commercial break. And then when we come back, we zoom in straight to the editorial and bisect and dissect the issue thoroughly. My name has always been TJY. Okay guys, welcome back to today's exclusive. Let's carry on with what we have or what I have for you on today's editorial. Like I said, Mensa has made an assertion and is as such. Nigerians are making better music than Ghanaians, all right? Nigerians are making better music than Ghanaians. That is relatively true. They are not only just making better music, they also understand the business side of the music, and they also understand that they cannot achieve the whole bunch of what they want to project out there within their local space only. They are looking, or they have looked at the international space and it has worked for them. All right, so let's read a daily to that effect and then dissect and bisect it. Ghanaian artist M3nsa has acknowledged that Nigerian musicians create superior music compared to their Ghanaian counterparts, attributing it to the international acclaim enjoyed by Nigerian songs. This admission coincides with a campaign urging a minimum of 70% airplay for local songs on Ghanaian media and at events. Definitely, Nigerians are making better music than Ghanaians. I have to say this. Definitely, Nigerians are making better music than Ghanaians. I have to say this. They are definitely making better quality music because they are investing more money and more time. So it's not waiting for government to do something, but it's just like support people investing a lot of money into creating world-class music, he stated on Joy News. So this is basically what Mensa has said, and I perfectly agree with Mensa. Yes, they understand the business side of the music. They are producing quality, music out there. They are not only also producing quality music out there, they have the original genre. All right, so they have all the fundamental rudiments that is aiding to their benefit, and they've added, the business side of it. Now, we will look at, the support, the financial support within the music space as well, which Mensa has reviewed also, all right, on the editorial. But what I want us to do is that let's go on a quick commercial break and then also watch Mensa's, what Mensa actually said in relation to this topic. And then when we come back, we break it down thoroughly. You can share your thoughts with me in line with it as well. My name has always been TJY. Let's go on this quick commercial break.
We just don't have any capital. When it comes to streaming numbers, Ghanaians are actually streaming more Nigerian music. This is facts. I'm not saying this. I've got people at in Spotify and Apple Music.
Yeah.
And this is the fact. We're not a strong hold on the streaming platforms. Definitely Nigerians are making better music than Ghanaians. I have to say this. I mean, you can come and you don't like it. Go and hack an electric pool. They are definitely making better quality music because they're investing more money, more time. There's more of an understanding for the importance of arts, but also in an entrepreneurial way. So it's not waiting for the government to do something, but it's just like support, people investing a lot of money into creating world-class music. If you right now, there's very few artists who are taking, and Walasi is one of them. I have to say, it's not because he's here. I don't really like the guy, but it's like when I listen to Walasi's mixes, I'm like, okay, this is on par. But sometimes when I go out and I hear like DJs playing and they play Nigerian songs and they switch to Ghana music, the quality just drops in terms of mixes, in terms of like production. There's a few artists who are really doing interesting things, but I feel like our whole attitude towards the whole thing is almost like
we don't care.
We've given up on that flex too.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah. And let's not even talk about the mainstream Nigerian artists though. I'm talking about Nigerian artists who are doing different things. Like the way Walasi and myself and some of the bands that we love. They are like, it's on a different level, but there's an entrepreneurial spirit that's going on there that I feel like Ghana started, but we got to a point where we just couldn't grow it any further, But in saying all of this, let me just quickly say this, that it's also a little bit unfair to compare Ghana to Niger, because we're talking about the people with 230 million population, a population of 230 million. And what's Ghana? What are we on? We're not even on 50
Somewhere
million.
in the region of 31 million.
Exactly. So when it comes to numbers, the size of the country is like 5 times bigger, and so if they decide to stand behind their music, they're definitely going to make more noise. There's definitely going to be more variety. There's definitely going to be more entrepreneurial spirits or entrepreneurial success.
Okay, guys, welcome back. You heard it all for yourself. You've seen it all for yourself. And this is from a musician known as Mensa, all right? Old, funny guy within the space now, but within the 90s, era, he was quite a good musician, like the likes of, all right, you can relate him to the likes of Lord Kenya. It was within that tenure that Mensa also sprung up and then did a lot. All right, so let's look at it holistically, all right? Now, we are not competing. That's asserted by a lot of Ghanaians because Ghanaian artists are doing things on their own. Ghanaian artists are relatively producing contents on their own. As in, they are producing their music on their own. They are self-financing themselves and they are pushing themselves single-handedly. And I have said this within time and number that why are record labels not interested in our music space? Why are record labels not coming in to sign our artists? All right? Way back, Akon wanted to sign Sarkodie and I learned it did not happen. All right, so why are our record labels not interested in hopping on to the Ghanaian music space and then signing artists to enable them, push them to the international space? Because that is what a lot of Ghanaians are jabbing, our space with. Oh, we don't have, record labels. Oh, Sarkodie is doing his thing single-handedly, same as that of Shatawale, same as that of Stonebwoy. So each and every one, they are doing their things single-handedly. It is the reason why we are not probably, able to reach or take our songs to the global reach. All right. In line with that, Nigerians have bigger record labels and distribution, records with them, and as such is aiding to them going global. Is that the only reason? Are we fond of giving ourselves excuses? All right, let's look at it, within a wider context. All right, why are record labels not interested in coming into our industry? It is penchant on the fact that there is no structure. Nobody, I've said this, nobody is a philanthropist. Nobody wants to throw money into the thin air because he sees that he has a lot of money, and as such, it is relative to push money or pump money out there without making returns. Every business-minded person observe, look at things holistically, and will want to push money into it. So why are they not interested in our system? It comes back to structures. And I don't know why our pundits do not discuss this. Do we have the structures? Have we structurally laid certain foundations down where if let's just say ITJ have a record label and I want to invest, do we have an industry or do we have a foundation? Have we carved an industry that will see to it that I'll push and then make money? Not only make money, make profit out of what I'm putting in. Okay, so that is another problem. And the second one has always been our originality. There is no original source. There is no original, addition to our industry. Everybody is doing his own genre. All right, we don't have any original gen. And then recently I saw us discussing our production, our producers. All right, a lot of the bangers in relation to Sarkodie and then that of Kim Promise were mixed and mastered overseas. So the structurally there is a lot of defect and demerit. There is a lot of leakages within our structure, which is not aiding and helping our industry. But we seem not to see this, and then the best we can do is to sound controversial, and that is basically that negative bit which I see our space thriving on. You see, some of us, we feel that we don't have to discuss a lot of these negativities because we want to be positive. We want to look at Africa in context. All right, we want to look at the African music space in perspective and discuss what is there. It doesn't necessarily have to be Ghana or the Ghana media or Ghana news or Ghanaian news. So far as it's an African niche, that is why we are here. We'll sit down, come here on the editorial and discuss it. That is the best we can do, and we face the fact. This is where I face the fact. All right, this is where I basically respect the views and opinions of my viewers. So far as you are able to share your thoughts, so far as you are able to share your opinion, why not? Please do so. Share it, okay? Let's do this. Let's do the needful, all right? That is basically it, all right? Okay, so basically, Mensa has a point, and it's true. They are just producing good music, quality music. They have an original source. Afrobeat has been a worldwide wonder. It's everywhere now, and very soon it will take over. Other countries will have no option than to jump onto it. Other countries will have no option than to study it within the Nigerian music space. Other countries will have no options than to hop on and also carve a niche around it. So basically, Ghanaians are failing to understand that Nigerians we are seeing today are not going to stop anytime soon. These guys are not, are not feeling pampered. These guys are not feeling okay. We are there as such. Let's rest on our oars and then carve and bask in the glory of where we are, of our global reach. These guys are serious minded. Like I said, just observe the 2024 space. Monitor the space. They will even come out with different vibes. You get it. Monitor the space. We will come here by the end of the year, God willing, and then discuss it. There will be a lot of more different, bangers of songs aside that reach auditoriums and stuff. They will fail because they are very intentional about what they do. They know what they are doing. All right. So until then, okay, the best I feel we could have done. And I quite remember in my previous podcast, I said something, and that was in relation to Ghanaians. And I'm not going to leave myself out because I'm a Ghanaian. Although I do not belong to that assertion, that during the times of TikTok and a VIP where their songs had a hype around Africa, and for that matter, Humkaum and M3nsa was, banging out there. We feel, that is a feel that Nigerians learned from us, which basically in my previous podcast, I have actually debunked and said, we don't, I think we are sick with the disease of Nigeria, inviting Nigeria into every controversy. It is neither here nor there. And I said, even if that is the case, let's just say even if that is the case, and they were so positive to learning, why are we now sounding so controversial and sounding so reluctant to jump on to learn from them? All right, okay? So let's put that notion aside. This whole, I want to us to put this aside, this whole, controversial and then non-substantial remarks of us in any way we get it. Let's face the fact. And the fact is that no matter what you do, they have their Afrobeat and it's aiding to them. All right? They have their source. They have their business mind. They are really serious business-minded people who are putting in the work. And the earlier we realize it, the better. We've not been able to source out the business side of this music. And even if we are able to source out the business side of this music, what are we taking out there? Which original source are we taking out there? So there's a whole sitting down to do. There's a whole, inquiry of commission to do about this. And the earlier we source this out, the better. Either than that, Nigerians are going to also major up in this year. You watch the space. Watch the space and observe what 2024 will come out within this Nigerian music space. So this is where I draw the curtains on today's editorial in line with Mensa's assertion that Nigerians are making better music than Ghanaians. That is relatively true. And this is where I sign out on today's podcast. My name has always been TJY. Okay, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, share your thoughts with us in line with this topic, and let's move together. It is 2024, and like I said, this new year is going to unleash blessings, favor, and greatness upon our life. Thank you for being a loyal, viewer and subscriber to my channel. And don't forget to share your thoughts. Okay? So far as it's devoid of insults and has a fact and finding, your opinions are welcome right here on this podcast. My name has always been TJY, and it's time to sign out. And you know the call sign. I salute and peace out.